Well, everyone, it's Sunday. It is the beginning of a new week, or depends on how you look at it, it's the end of the old week. I see Sunday as the beginning of the new week, and I wanted to share with you what I did on Saturday. You know, it's really interesting because I turn the camera on every day of my life, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. And my camera is turned on, then turned off, then turned on. Sometimes I have 100 little video clips that I have throughout my day. That's just something that I think that you would find interesting. How do YouTubers film every single day of their life? Well, the majority of YouTubers don't have a video out every single day, but I have been pretty much doing this for 8 years. So I wanted to share with you my life today. In a moment here, we're going to get really into fast speed, and I'm just showing you video clips of different times of the day on Saturday. What do I do every single day? I do the same thing, pretty much, in the same order. I am notorious for having a schedule. I was born and raised that way. My mother was very meticulous with her schedule. We knew every day what we were going to do, when we were going to eat, what we were going to eat, and all the other random chores that we had. I bake bread one day a week, and I'm starting to maybe go a little more than that. I'm starting to make our own sandwich bread. But I make our own dessert bread, and this is what we have to eat and a snack on, and it lasts about 3 to 4 days. People often ask me, what in the world is that on top? That is cinnamon brown sugar. And it's cinnamon that's inside it as well. So this is cinnamon and brown sugar. And this is what we call our dessert bread, which I do bake every week. You'll start seeing some of the sandwich bread that I'm making, and that turned out amazing too. Let me show you the rest of my day. Think of my YouTube channel as a book. There is so much information in the description box, and a lot of people miss that. If you're looking for the A1 recipe, I will show you in the description box a link to Bev's recipe in her video. You know, in the course of a day, I film a lot. I film every single day of my life, 365 days of the year. My filming can go anywhere from 1 hour to 2 hours to 3 hours of filming, and then I take that down into 15, 20 minutes at the most video. In the course of my filming, I will have anywhere from 50, 75 clips, small little clips of each day to highlight my life. But you know, one thing that I have really been doing is showing you the bloopers and showing you unedited parts of my life. So this whole video is basically pretty much unedited, but it's sped up about 7 to 8 times the speed. I think in the course of my life, I should stop editing so much, because in the editing is my real life. And in my real life is the bloopers, where I spill things, I fall, I break things, I am messy, I am showing the deepest and the darkest part of my life, where I really am a hasty type person. I'm shushlick. I don't know how else to say it. So I get a lot of work done in a day. And one of the things that I am really trying to teach myself is more slow living and taking 1 minute at a time and not trying to get so much done. My mind is still of a 20-year-old, but my body isn't. And I realize I cannot work as fast as I used to. It's just too overwhelming. So here you go. I guess you could say it's unfiltered, unedited, Homestead Tessie. And one of the things you're going to see this summer is I like a lot of fountains. I generally love to collect things and special things that give me a lot of peace, and that are these water fountains. I have a bunch of them all around my property. What you see here is some old dried corn that I found in my pantry, and I thought I'd give it to Earl. I don't like wasting anything. That's one thing else about me. I don't waste very much of anything. And the older I get, the harder it is for me to get rid of stuff. But here are the fountains. I love to listen to them. I have a fountain in my home. I have fountains all over the place. And this is just an old porcelain bowl that has rust on it that I couldn't use for cooking anymore. And we still are using our wood stove only in the mornings just to get that damp chill out of the air. We do live in a very old mobile home, which is very drafty. So we do run the wood stove in the morning. Now is the fun time, because as the days progress, you're going to see things green up and look so much better. This property takes on a whole new look when it's green. But still, it's a little chilly in the mornings. This morning it was 32 degrees, but it warms up quite nicely. I hope you're having a great Sunday. This was just a typical day in my life, and I share with you in the description box my recipes when you see me cooking. I do a lot of cooking videos. Just remember, in the description box is a lot of things in there that you may have been missing out on. I do believe the saying is true. What you set your mind on, the type of people that you are around, you will become. I have been doing a lot of reading about the ordinary, turning it into extraordinary. I've been reading a lot about slow living. I've also been watching a lot of slow living videos. And one of the things that I realized was what I was feeding myself is what I became. Little House on the Prairie living and talking about all of these things, it gets in your spirit and in your soul. If you are all about drama, negativity, rudeness, and talking about others, that's what you will become. But if you focus yourself on good, positive people, you can't help but become positive. And that's what I'm doing. I'm slowing my anxiety down day by day, minute by minute. And sometimes it takes a lot for me to just slow down and enjoy the little things in life. But in the middle of all that work, if you slow down for 10 minutes, your body appreciates it. Your spirit does too. And your soul is different. There's a peace about you that goes on. And I have such peace that passes all understanding. And it's simply because I'm taking it one day at a time. My whole life was focused on the next day and the next day and the next day. But I was forgetting about the day that I was living in. Every single day is something that we should cherish because we don't know what tomorrow will bring. And so now, each day, even though I still have a lot of chores, I take a moment and just relax and look around and take time to smell the roses. And enjoy my husband a little bit more each day. We never want to take for granted our loved ones. As the older we get, more and more of our loved ones are gone on from this world. It makes you reflect a lot. This is my year of reflection. This is my year for personal growth and change. Recently, I had a little miracle in my life. Well, it was a big miracle. For me, it was a huge miracle. Because someone took the time to care for me and do something for me beyond anything that I could ever dream.